Morning. Thanks for the resub, Jupe. Appreciate you. Alright. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter one, I suppose. Uh I mostly wanted to just kind of bounce around and do some more side quests. None of them are here, they're all in the world map, I suppose. Let's see, we got one in Martha's Rest, we got one in North Reach, or Lost Wing, one in Bachlet. I guess we'll go in a clockwise manner. Hi, Martha.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
Well, you got a big
There's bears to think
you
about
got a big
too.
common room here in the
There's been
front.
more
You
and
can
more of 'em
totally
turning up
convert
lately,
that into a
coming
barracks.
from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Sure.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry.
There it is.
Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner, if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own
Wade,
too.
who we call Biggs.
Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
I don't actually know what prioritizing the quest does, because it shows all the quest markers and things on the right side there.
All right, Sir Wade.
Excuse me.
Let's hear your plan.
What up, Biggs?
So Wade, it's good to see
Hey,
you.
I thought you
well.
gave me your scarf.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running
A
for the
rabble of
hills.
rogues.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my
Actually, I
lord.
was thinking your job was
Akashic are the
riskier.
bigger risk.
Yeah.
Handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Whoa. Okay. We could just blink right on over. Like, they don't really outright say that you're teleporting between these things. In fact, it seems like for narrative reasons, the implication is that you actually travel overland normally whenever you use those. It's just like, you know, they just didn't show you do all that walking. Hey, y'all.
You think you can just walk in here? Kill him.
You will leave Eastpool now, or face the consequences. That's the end of that then.
Whoa.
Maybe not.
2 scoops.
What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes to.
Ow.
Nice try.
That's a stagger? There we go. Nice little warm-up that guy was.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
It was called 2 Scoops.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away. Before any other unsavory characters move in.
Oh,
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart.
Mr. Carrots, thank you for pictures taken instantaneously. I am a photographic genius, if I do say so myself. Please, everybody, get ready for an instant memory and type it in the chat, please. Fuzzy windmills. Fuzzy Brad. What's up, Mirage? I'm going with fuzzy windmills because there's windmills. Thank you, Mr. Carrots, for the redeem. How are you today? Hail, Carrot Man. Hey, Galax. It's all my rowdy pals. Wow. Fuzzy resubs, more like it. Holy smokes.
Fuzzy Pickles.
Yay. Thank you, Vague Spaces. That got it. That made it. It made the cut. Ethereal whooshing intensifies indeed. Holy shit, Mr. Carrots, you done, you shook the bush there, boss, and all the creatures done jumped out. Hey, everybody. Mr. Carrots. Oh, that's right. I have some named for your redeems called Mr. Asshole, and I kind of want to review those. I'm in the bushes. Just shaking the bush there, boss. Thank you for shouting out Vague Spaces. Thank you, everybody. How you doing, Galax? I'll get shoutouts for Mirage, Omega, and our pal Galax RPG as well. Doing good. Just decided to do a short sesh of 16. I've been really grinding away at 16 here. Hi, everybody. In the attempt to be ready to not have it on the docket anymore for when I finish Remake and go into Rebirth, but we'll see how realistic that is. But yeah, welcome in, gang. Y'all are mighty sweet. Hold on, I should actually post that picture. Thank you, Mr. Carrots. Wow, what a great photograph. I'm sure it'll always bring back the fondest of memories. Sometime later.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now.
Look at me.
Our lives are our own at last.
One of them just like, no, I'm the master now.
That's all of them.
Oh, shit.
And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place.
Holy
It won't be
smokes,
easy,
that's pretty freaking dope,
especially not
Vague
after 5
Spaces.
years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place.
Oh, did you make your
The
breakthrough,
masonry might
Galax?
still be sturdy
Awesome.
enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
Right.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried
Lady
here.
Hanner.
If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will.
Oscar the Grouch. Indeed.
Safe travels.
Oscar's in chat if you got him.
Eastpool is in safe hands.
Let's see.
Time to go and tell Martha the good news.
I think I got one. Yeah, here we go. There he is. Yeah, there's always going to be a little bit of disorientation, but you figure out your way through that. You sickie. Oh no, Mr. Carrots. I read that you were feeling sick on your Discord, and like right when I read that, I felt a lymph node get funny. Like just like, hey, I'm here. Like, oh no. No, please no. Let's see, we gotta go back to talk to Martha. Well, swift recovery to everybody. That's what I say. Yeah, that does suck. It would be about twice within a month for me, too, if this lymph node pain, well, not even pain, if this lymph node feeling becomes sickness.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye
Weird.
out. Nicely done.
Doppelgangers, huh,
What's all
Vague
this
Spaces?
about some shape-shifting nightmare showing
Hey,
up?
that's what's up, Mirage
On
Omega.
second
So did
thoughts,
I.
don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new
Hey,
village.
if you're still feeling appetite, then that's not bad, Mr.
What
Carrots.
will you call it?
Some food might sort you out yet.
What else? Eastpool.
It's not pain
Sir
yet,
Wade
Gally.
said
It's
it
more like,
best.
hey, I'm a lymph node and I live
Plenty
inside
bad
you.
happened to that
And when you
place,
can feel
but
that,
don't undo the
it's
good
like,
that happened
I
then.
shouldn't be feeling
No
you.
need to throw the baby out with the
I should
bathwater.
not know you're in there.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along
The
those
live
lines.
split program
Anyway,
thing?
the
What's
poor
that,
souls
Mirage?
might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it,
Figure we
neither
could
is
talk
mine.
while
If it's
these windbags
food
go
or
on and on and
timber
on
or
about the
strong
obvious.
backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
Oh, a rando
Thank
timer for
you.
speedrun.
You
Ooh,
didn't have to
that's
help us.
right.
I wanted to.
Thought that sounded familiar. Cool. Well, what you running, Mirage? What you running? What is Mirage going to go fast with? Okay, well, we did that. Very good for us. Next, Mega Man X. That's what's up. Hell yeah. What am I fighting for? I'm making a Zero helmet right now. I was painting it while watching Mirage yesterday play some Mega Man X. And then Zero died, and I was like, well. And so I smashed the helmet I was working. No, I'm just kidding. What am I crafting for?
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must.
All right,
bid
here we
you
go.
farewell.
He's off to war.
As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that though I
He
may
looks
not
a
always
little-
have been
looks
your
a
most
little-
vocal ally, I
No,
trust
this
you,
isn't Data. It's
as I
Data.
trusted your predecessor.
It's the other
Thank
guy.
you. I appreciate this.
You know who he also looks a lot
I
like?
understand more than anyone how you feel. But his
Shit, I
revenge
don't remember the actor's name.
really
He was in
the answer.
Alien 3 as
It
like
is
the
the one I
doctor
found.
who kind
And
of
it
more
is
or
all
less
that I have
befriended
lived for
Ridley.
since that day.
Ripley.
But what of
Ridley.
Lostwing? Everything you've built.
And who also played
To achieve this aim.
Tyrion Lannister's
Once it is
father,
done, the
I
village
guess
will
the
have served its
senior
purpose.
Lannister from Game of
My
Thrones. He
comrades
looks
and I
kind of
are
like that
sure
guy.
of our cause, and we shall fight to the last.
Is that his name,
Come what
Michael
may.
Gambon?
But there are those among us who cannot fight.
Or is that Data?
Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse.
Or the voice
I
actor?
would place
Michael
Lostwing in their
Gambon. Let me see.
hands if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long.
Oh, I know him.
And so,
I know
Clive,
him.
I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
Oh, no shit. Weird. Was he in it? I think... No. Wait, I know you. I know you. Yeah, there's really nothing that comes up for him in FF16. But yeah, he definitely has the same sound. The same sound to his voice, same accent. It's the guy I'm thinking of. He does have the Home Depot apron, doesn't he?
I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shield.
I like all the Alien movies except Prometheus. I agree. I haven't seen the one that comes after Prometheus. I never saw that one. But Prometheus was stinky enough for me to be all
of us.
For great justice. All right, we got to go kill the Chief Justice. I'm sure that's not in the zeitgeist right now. Oh boy. Listen, I just want to put it out right there, right now, that I believe the Supreme Court of the United States of America to be an illegitimate institution that needs a massive reformation, and that'll be the end of that. Well, see, Fassbender can do a lot of legwork for any production you got going, you know? Oh no, that... Oh man, I was just thrown out of my suspension of disbelief. You know, my favorite thing to knock me out of suspension of disbelief in a science fiction movie or something, even if it's pulp science fiction or whatever, is when scientists do incredibly brick stupid things. Now, this isn't to say that people who are scientists can't be stupid. Believe me, they sure can. However, they're usually not very stupid in their own area of expertise. To wit, I'd like to point out the scene in Prometheus where the biologist who was brought along with the team, who was specifically brought to help describe and observe and catalog any flora or fauna they discover on the mission, decides the clearly predatory-looking snake thing would be a fun thing to call over like it's a puppy. You know? And just like, holy shit. Like, can you figure out a different way for him to get attacked? Did you have to make it a semi-comic relief scene with the geologist who has nothing but fancy mat balls in his pockets?
If that's what the master thinks best. Sid.
That too. I'm pretty sure that exists in the film as well.
We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his.
Also, I hate when movies try to explain too much, right?
It's because he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen,
like, part of what makes Aliens scary, part of what makes the derelict spaceship from the original film scary, is you don't fucking have any fucking clue what that guy sitting there is like. And the fact that they turned him into a giant regular-ass human being who probably is a part of a race of people who made human beings, I'm like, come on. Part of Alien was the fact that it was alien, you know? How do you can't be alien to something who's your literal parents, you know? So so it's no longer Alien, and it kind of defeats the whole mystique for me. And so for me, it made the follow-up film something I didn't want to watch. Which is a shame, because I'm a great fan of the first 3 films and the first 2 Predator films.
They're all gonna fucking die.
I'm a big fan of Prey, though, the new Predator film.
Sid, don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him.
Oh wait, Final Fantasy 16.
Can't let Quentin die before that bastard does.
All right, I'll do what I can.
All right, I think they're done babbling at each other.
This manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
That was kind of cool. And I could understand Wayland's personal involvement in like a first expedition like that, but once again, that plays to the my quote unquote complaint that, you know, the film is trying to be a bible for the entire fictional world it lives in, right? That it's a part of, rather than being a glimpse into it. You know, and it's kind of weird, right? I don't know. I kind of feel like the perspective of the first film, right? We're talking about some simple working Joe people who end up getting caught up in something much bigger than themselves, right? Okay, cool. There's a big evil company, it does big evil things, and there's big scary aliens, and they're scary, and all that stuff, but it's the perspective of space truckers. In the second film, it's the perspective, once again, it's a limited scope perspective, and this time it's the perspective of, you know, a platoon of Marines. And in the third film, it's a restricted perspective to a bunch of fucking convicts on a damn prison planet, right? No, things aren't looking too good here.
Straight home now.
But with Prometheus, all of a sudden we're getting all the answers. You know, we're getting the top-down view instead of the bottom-up view. And I think that kind of perspective is really important for maintaining suspense and horror and a sense of not being in control of anything and stuff like that.
Which is more than I can say.
Which Alien vs. Predator game, Mr. Carrots? And no, I have not seen Space Truckers with Dennis Hoffman.
And they died. For nothing.
It's because you came to war in your Home Depot apron. What the fuck?
This must be the guard
Or
dog.
cat.
Quentin. I'll hold it off.
But I've played many of the Alien vs. Predator games, which all have better stories than the movies.
They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
I have to go back to the paint counter.
Come on, then. You're no guard dog. You're just a rabid beast that needs
You're
to
a
be
guard
put
cat.
down.
Oh. Come at me, bro. Woo! He looks like he's shooting boogers. Fucking smoked that thing. It did though. Look, it was all like. Hold on, I got this, Torgal. You know, like arguing about Prometheus is like arguing about Signs. Like these are movies that have big, notable, and arguable plot flaws. You know, and it's actually rare when your movie has plot flaws of this magnitude, you know, like something that's just so far beyond the pale that you go, well, my suspension of disbelief is fucking trash. Like, listen, if you're an alien and water fucking kills you, probably don't invade the planet covered in it. I mean,
This is.
oh, but they were actually demons.
He
It's
wept.
holy water. No, they
Begged
weren't.
for
No,
mercy.
just stop.
And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? justice.
I thought we were going to kill a
My
Lord
faithful
Chief
comrades.
Commander or whatever, not some
All
big
those
cat.
lives lost, so that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quinton! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
Too bad about everyone else, though.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
What? Uh-oh. So everyone back in town's dead, too? They mean ether flood, by the way. Or aether, or however you say it. Yep.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
Oh, hey, boss.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Quentin, you can't...
Don't be a fool.
Oh, man, we're gonna have to, like, kill Akashic Quentin, aren't we?
Damn it.
Well.
Quentin's not going to last long in there. Come on, Torgal. We need to make this quick. You're finished.
Alright. Yep. I don't think so, Mr. Guy. Yeah, alright. Slay the enemies.
Enough of you, are there? Push it slow.
No? Can't target that guy? Okay, sure. You mean the David Lynch Dune? Ah, man, but the David Lynch Dune... I think it maintains the vibe enough. I don't know about the sound-activated guns, but, I do gotta say, I enjoy the David Lynch Dune.
Quentin, look at me.
I will kill him!
Thank the thunder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
I mean, shit, you got Sting, you got, Patrick Stewart, you got, George Costanza, Who else you got? You got some other guys? The guy from Eraserhead is in Dune.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
Lost. Yeah.
The flood has filled the valley.
Well,
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
oh hell yeah.
No,
I was joking about George Costanza, but there's an excellent meme
Why?
edit where it shows like the end credits, right, where they show the characters and their name, and then like they're standing there next to their credit,
All that I
and like
strove
somebody
for is
edited in
gone.
George Costanza.
Only emptiness remains.
See if I can find that. I'll post it to the Discord
I-
once I find it.
I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you. and we
Jerry,
all
a
know
sandworm.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
it. Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we
Kid
still
looks like
do.
Frankie Muniz, present day.
Your village may be lost. But it seems your people aren't. So long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here.
Well, let's see. We restored the village at Eastpool. We lost Lostwing.
Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
Or we'll shifted Lostwing over.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins.
I don't know who Brian
Why
May
just a
is.
village? We could build towns. A nation. even.
Okay, Quentin,
What's
take it
to stop
easy,
us?
would you?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family.
Well, it looks like we all learned a big lesson about Akashic monsters today. And Home Depot Rebirth.
Permit me to withdraw my
Dun dun dun
request.
dun. See, like, I
I
can't
will no
remember
longer
the
be
Home
needing your
Depot
help
jingle in my
looking after my
head, so it
people.
comes out as the
I'll
Intel
pretend we
jingle.
never asked.
Oh, he cleaned his apron.
But
That's
you
good.
must be rewarded for
Glad
your
to see
efforts
your Home
on our
Depot
behalf.
uniform is back within
You
regs.
saved my life twice over.
Here
And
at the
more
Olive Garden.
besides.
Dun dun dun
A
dun.
bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best.
Ah.
And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
See you in 20 years. Sometime later. What's funny is like all these things are going on with sometime later happening and everything. I've done that like 3 or 4 times. And you know, we're supposed to be going on a narrative mission that's like, all right, the boat's leaving, we got to go meet up with it. Okay, but the boat's leaving. And there's been other times where it seemed like the game narratively had downtime and they wouldn't let us do side quests. So that's an odd choice. All right. One more to go, gang. One more to go. We're whipping through these a little bit faster than I thought I would. Hey, Torgal.
Fetch.
Hold on, let me look at the stats. I'm not sure if I dreamt this or not, but that feeding Torgal a treat somehow gave him a buff or something. Oh, look, his normal attack is 3 points now. His pedigree is Dromy Striker. Can't say the rest of, though. This game was kind of slept on. It was very popular when it came out, I felt. It got pretty good recognition, and and I'll tell you, I heard a lot less complaining about it than I heard about complaints about Final Fantasy VII Remake. But what's funny is that this game embodies the complaints people had for FF7 Remake way more than FF7 Remake actually ever did. In the fact that the side quest progression is pretty bland. The game's action economy is very strictly action based. The RPG elements such as equipment and leveling and stuff seem to be secondary, and they kind of happen as they do. You know, if you're going along anyway. So there's no real like effort in progression along those lines. Your item inventory and your abilities are extremely action gamey in the fact that we are very limited in what recovery items and what buff items we have. Like, look, this is your entire items list. This is all of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 different items in the whole game. Whereas, you know, in most Final Fantasy games, there's at least a couple of dozen. Now, the narrative, however, in this game, really good. I'm enjoying it. It's a fantastic original story. Heavily influenced by Game of Thrones, but it is still an original story. It's influenced by Game of Thrones in themes more so than narrative, I'd say. Whoa, this is a better sword? Alright, don't mind if I do.
Many thanks.
A better belt, even? I'm dubious, but I'm gonna get it all.
You've a discerning eye. Many thanks.
Alright, well, I was really here for potions.
You've a discerning eye.
And, like, the set-piece battles and, like, the big fights in this game are, like, really, really good. Really good. Also, check out this sword. It's got, like, a forked tip there. That's weird. Anyway. You know what we should do? Before we commit to the side quest. Since I bought that new equipment, it's probably upgradable. So, let's go do that. This is also true, Vague Spaces. Armored Core 6 came out at around that time. Tears of the Kingdom came out. Baldur's Gate 2 came, or what is it, Baldur's Gate 3 or whatever it is came out. And so, yeah, it definitely played second fiddle to those titles, probably.
What do you want?
Vision moment. Oh, I could have just made one. Alright, let's see here.
You can thank me later. My best work.
Alright. Rune belt +1.
You can thank me later.
Belt +2.
My best work.
Rune crescents +1.
Yeah,
+2.
You can thank
Hell
me later.
yeah, we OP now, baby. Alright, wait a minute.
So what do I owe the honor? I'm saying Fordian, do you?
We're looking for Stone Tongue and a stained loincloth. Alright, they're both items gained from the Hunt.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tons of plenty.
The what was that word she said? I literally can't remember. It was like it was so like potato that my brain just says potato.
Paul said it was an army of Akashians.
I don't even remember,
What happened to Mid and the others?
you know, what they meant by it. I'm gonna go back to Karen and ask her. Is this it? This the final hunt? The man in black. The greater part of those black shields who spied on Lostwing were taken by the Ether Flood. However, we receive report that one yet survives, a zealot of their evil cause. Okay, so Lostwing, huh? Okay, let's go get him. We'll do that first. Back to Lost Wing. So I guess we had to do that side quest to unlock that hunt. Kupo! Every time I read Nectar the Moogle's dialogue, I try to do it in the manner of Designation V when he's on his Kupo redeem. Alright, so there might be a guy around here. Ooh, look at that. I bet you that's a cellar passage or something, huh? Wait, I got turned around. Okay, this should be fine. This place has been overwhelmed by the power of 5 gum. Oh, this is below us. Okay, hold on. Yeah, can't jump over the side. Boo. This ain't it either. Hello, anybody home? Nobody home. I can't see anything 'cause it's dark. Alright, well how the hell do we get up to that cellar passage or down to it? It's your Torgal. Okay. Oh, I see. I see where it is. Crappy mappy. What a crappy mappy. I think we gotta go over here. Then once we're in here... Yeah, here we are. Made it to the wine cellar. I don't even know if this is the way to go, honestly, but... That's my wine cellar. Oh, this is the way to go. Hey, buddy. I found you. Holy shit, you got a big-ass cannon. Holy trumpetor.
Bring out your bearers! Let me and my mortar purge
Oh,
them
shit.
of their sin.
Oh my god. Well, we're cornered. Okay. Alright, Mr. Guy. Mr. Fancy Guy. Atom. Ow! Alright, I held still. Now what? Oh! Woo! Alright, well, the camera angle's really fucking with me here. Which is intensely annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Oh! Fuck. What the fuck is happening? Alright, well.
To me, boy.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, I see what he was doing with that. Ah. Oh, what, like in my chair? Ugh. Oh! Let's go ahead and go big boy. Come at me, bro. Two, three, and hey, what's up, Perpetual Torrential Rain? I'm doing all right. We just side quested it up here in FF16 a little bit. I feel like I get more like rhythm out of my inputs on my controller when like I fling my body into it a little bit, I guess. Like to time an input, sometimes I'll see something happen and I'll react with my shoulders, and that reaction flows down my arm just to whoop and then, you know, hit the dodge or whatever, and it feels real good when you do it successfully. Especially with this shit. Block. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it for you, pal. It's block. 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 Anyway. Alright, well, let's go back to where we go back to. I think that was the last hunt on the hunt board. Yeah, I drank a couple of potions during that. Not proud of it, but I did. Got caught up in the corner by exploding shit and camera craziness a couple times.
What's happened? Guards at the gate are right over there.
Hell yeah. You gotta do what?
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
We gotta believe.
We'll have to find Clive. Your timing is impeccable. It just so happens
This is
that
where I
right
watched
at
my
this very
parents die,
moment, we're in
Parappa.
need
This
of
is where
someone
you
with your
watched your
talents.
parents die. Oops.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
That time Parappa hung out with
I'm
Batman.
listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly
Who's
affected.
Randalar?
Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity
Work
to
and
flee
work.
them.
How are you, Lono
None
Taku?
remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
Thank you
So
for
where does my
lurks.
skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere
Man,
to
there's a
house
veritable
them.
housing
So
crisis
we've been
here in
searching
Twins.
for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see
Roger
them
that,
enslaved
Lono
once
Taku.
more.
I'll probably be on
We
for
believe we have found one.
maybe an hour.
Cashlock.
Maybe an hour longer.
A small hamlet hidden in
It's gonna be a short one this morning. Tonight, I think we're gonna do some more Tears of the Kingdom with Moonside.
But when
I
the
think.
men moved out, the beasts moved
We'll
in.
probably get back to this after
And
we
so
do a session with
seek
her.
the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
Yeah! You mean like Orin from Final Fantasy X? Hell yeah.
How could I refuse?
How could I refuse a pair of sunglasses here on this bright sunny
Thea,
day?
if you wouldn't mind making arrangements
I
for
guess
the
it's not too
transportation
bright
of our
and sunny.
guests, as we discussed.
Of course.
Part of the
Leave
plot
everything
that
with
the
me.
world's permanently
Sounds like you'll have your work
cloudy
cut
and
out for you.
pink.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night.
Better get to it then.
So I'd
Yeah,
better
there
get
you go.
started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
I do carry magical monster spirits
You will find
within
the
me.
village in Chairdress Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right.
Near Lightning's Cleft.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Trading Places. That's an Eddie Murphy movie reference. Alright. Where do we go? Way over here. But how do we go there? Oh, well, I guess we... yeah. All around the world. Time to choke. Oh, is that where we go? Thank you for opening the gate. Bye. All around the world, goblins crumble for me. Oh, that's how we get to this other way. I see.
This must have been a nice place once. It will be again.
Come here, you feral hound.
You're finished.
Oops. New enemies approach us. What? Where'd you come from? Asshole. Okay, now what's going on here? You think, oh shit. Jesus, Clive really kicked that dog in the face there, brother. You think of the Spice Girls song? I was going like, all around the world, statues grumble for me. Yeah. Oh, we're done here? Okay. Bunch of wolves and some silly birds that slapped me around way more than they deserved to, but... Hey, where are the wagons, man? I thought you said there'd be wagons.
Is something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
My tummy's grumbling. Oh.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
So what? We buy the bearers, and then we go find this shithead and kill him and take the money back? I mean, he's a no-good slaver.
Him again.
Look at him saunter.
Yes. And, no.
Yes.
Enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I kicked the dog's jawbone off.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
Not looking forward to it. Like, I wouldn't mind these characters saying as much as they say if it boiled down to more than go here and kill these things.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village
I
should be
mean, it
safe
contextualizes the setting quite a bit, I suppose.
Here, something for your trouble.
It's just done in a way that, like,
Well then,
makes me, you know,
now
tap
that
my
you have
feet
laid
and be like, come on,
groundwork for our little
say what you're
project,
saying.
I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is
You know, like, here a
accepted.
simple thank you will have
Still in
done.
negotiations.
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
Listen, all you gotta do is stand outside, you put one of those green exclamation points over your head, I'll come to you. Okay? Alright, so I get the feeling this unlocked are the, like, additional
Clive.
side stuff.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He
Chocobo's
represents the
steamy.
Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic.
I understand, Clive, just because you haven't heard of it doesn't mean it's not real.
They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now. And Judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't.
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved
This
me from
chocobo just got
slavery.
back from riding something serious.
Striven to
The
save
saddle's
others
still
like me
steaming.
ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Yeah, okay. Wait, is that it? Did we clear all the side quests? Holy moly, that we did. Well, let's go check that hunting board, since I believe that was the last hunt. Maybe Nectar the Moogle will have something to say about, oh boy, you're the best hunter ever. Here's a thing that makes the game easier.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi. What will happen to Mid and the others?
Unlikely, though. Ask about Nectar's adventures. Oh, here's where I have to read fast, because the game auto-scrolls this dialogue, which is not spoken aloud, but since Clive will speak back, it's timed as if it is spoken, but the developers didn't put in enough time for the delivery of the lines. Like, watch how fast I have to read this shit. Did I ever tell you about the time I journeyed through a southern ash, Kupo?
Through Orcish lands.
Well, technically, they're deadlands now, but the orcs don't seem to mind. Kupo. They found a way to survive without mother crystals, just like we have, Kupo. Oh wow, they're getting short dialogue, though it involves a good deal more cannibalism than here at the Hideaway. Kupo. At least I think it does. You don't happen to know what Molly puts in her brown, do you, Kupo? No, I don't. And don't ever say that again. Also, that was a way to, like, make me look like an asshole here, Nectar. Like, sometimes he'd have, like, 2 complete lines across the whole screen of shit to read, and I would have to read it at, like, breakneck Micro Machines guy pace just to keep up with it. This might be true, but I also like to be able to confirm dialogue as I'm able to read it, rather than hoping I can read it in time. That's kind of an accessibility thing too, really, when it comes down to it. Be like, cool, you know, like for instance, a person with mild dyslexia has to take a few more seconds to read stuff than people who don't, and having that sort of situation when the dialogue, you know, was as I had described, it makes it to where they'll miss out on a lot of dialogue. So that's something that game devs really should work on, in my opinion, is to never do that. Yeah. It bothers the hell out of me, because, and like, yeah, for you know, a less accessibility reason, just the fact that, you know, I'm presenting the game here, I'm reading the dialogue that isn't being spoken for me by the game. Why is dialogue that doesn't have a spoken component auto scroll? But yeah, I think it had to do with the fact that, okay, they want Clive to speak back to the Moogle, and so the whole thing's on a rail, but they just didn't time out the dialogue sections. They said, like, each line of dialogue is getting 5 to 8 seconds, and that's it. It doesn't matter how long it is. Like, that should be long enough, but anyway, I digress. You got anything at all here, Nectar? Nope, that's it. No indication that we're gonna get any more bills either. Build it up.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
And also, there's no indication in this game in particular that Nectar is actually speaking fast. There is only an indication that only Clive can seem to understand him.
You earned this.
Like, at no point did Clive go, "Whoa, hey, you speak really fast, little guy," or anything like that. They only just made a point out of the fact that Nectar can only communicate verbally to Clive.
You've already got that
Well, I
one.
want more. Genji gloves. Wow, that's a lot of renown. How the fuck am I going to earn basically 1,700 more renown before the end of the game? I guess. Okay. Well, what time? How long have we been streaming? Oh, man, it's only been an hour and 19 minutes. I thought... And you passed the speed reading course? It'd be like, no, I didn't. And it's ridiculous of you to expect anybody who ever plays your games to have ever done such a thing. But I don't know. I've actually, like, I don't know if they mentioned this in Final Fantasy XIV or something, but in all of my years of playing Final Fantasy games that have Moogles in them, at no point have they ever been described as fast talking. They've only ever been described as, like, you know, having a foul mouth in the way Mog does in FF6.
Those tones wouldn't happen to have letters in them, would they?
So there's these stones here. These are like training environments. This option is locked. We can change the appearance of gear? What? We can even paint the dog? And you know what? All of that also was literally just the North American ad campaign for it. They thought they needed to put an edge on the game and have a cool, edgy character to drive the marketing. And so yeah, my implication was that Moogles were in general, you know, wiseacres, right? But it turns out it's just Mog, and not as much as the commercial would lead you to believe. Okay, we can even make our sword look however we like. They're all very pretty. Ooh, the enhancer. This is a callback to FF6. Celis carried the enhancer, I believe. We'll keep our sword appearance the same. Stage replay? Oh! Oh shit, you can replay anything you want. Did not know that. Arcade mode. Oh shit. Hey. What do you know? We can even fight Slipnir again. The Hall of Virtue. Commence training. No, thank you. The 90s were a very strange time for marketing video games. They all leaned real heavy into what I would call the middle school aesthetic. And, like, being at the heart of that demographic when that ad campaign was happening, or when those ad campaigns were happening, you know, they definitely drove interest. They were like, hey, look at this type marketing, you know? Oh, then, let's see. I remember... Now, there's all kinds of those stones like the one we were just interacting with inside the hideaway out in the world. And they represent combat challenges, but I tried the one that's near Martha's Rest, and holy shit, that challenge gets hard pretty fast. Sega was pretty edgy. I mean, all the ad campaigns were very edgy back then. If you were selling video games, you were selling it to middle school boys, and you had to do it with farts, with action. Everything had to be extreme. Mountain Dew, you know. It's why Mountain Dew Code Red became a thing. They invented a Mountain Dew that was even more extreme than they were claiming Mountain Dew was at the time. I miss their old ad campaign. It'll tickle your innards. Mountain Dew. Yahoo, Mountain Dew. Alright, damn, okay. So the problem is I can't remember where any of those stones are without, like, going to any of these places. Tell you what, let's go here. Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Alright, let's see if we could find one of these. Ah, here, there's one all the way over here. Fuck, that's a long walk. Okay. That was an edgy film. It's my suspicion that the Super Mario Bros. Movie was originally going to be a completely other movie, and they made all these set assets and props and stuff like that, and then that movie got canceled, and then somebody was like, well, I have the Super Mario Bros. Movie license, and all these assets are already ready. We can probably flex them to where they can make sense for a Mario movie. Don't worry, we'll hire Bob Hoskins, Dennis Hopper, John Leguizamo. There's no possible way this film could fail. Yet all I can remember is the Big Bertha scene.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
But she will maybe help me right over here past this gate. Cyberpunk 2077 is just the Mario Bros. Film. There was also a heavy influence in Jurassic Park at the time. You know, okay, dinosaurs. The kids like dinosaurs. Oh, good news, everybody. Mario Bros. Kind of has dinosaurs in it, thanks to Yoshi. We can flex the whole plot. Koopa's kind of, he's a big turtle. That's kind of like a dinosaur. We can turn them all into dinosaurs. That's it. Everybody's dinosaurs now. The Tetris movie? Wait, was that the one that was supposed to, like, a documentary? Or, like, I guess an embellished documentary. I actually like the first Silent Hill film. But this probably has something to do with the fact that I've never actually played the Silent Hill games. But as far as, like, a standalone horror movie, I think the first Silent Hill film works. Someone where Browser looks terrible. Or Bowser looks terrible. Listen, that's Mr. Dennis Hopper, Galaxy RPG. Alright? He has a very interesting hairstyle. But yeah, they did this whole thing where the plot of Super Mario Bros. Was like the asteroid hit the Earth and caused the dinosaurs to go extinct, but it also caused a weird dimensional rift where on one side of it, Earth carried on with dinosaurs, and on the other side of it, Earth carried on without them, and that's it. Wait a minute. Am I gonna have to fight these things just to access this? Get stomping, Ambrosia. Leave me alone.
Thanks, Cal.
Oh, I missed.
Stay down.
Oop.
Attack! Over here! Over here!
Torgal killed the other one over here. Thank you, Torgal. Alright, the Hand of Iapetus. Alright, within this ancient menhir awaits a harrowing trial in which Clive must race to overcome a host of deadly foes, wielding just Rama. That's right, I forgot that there was like an angle to these challenges. So you get bonus time for killing stuff, but you gotta go through stages and nothing really resets the clock. You just gotta kill. Oh shit. Next. There we go. Ah.
Nice try. Too slow. Nice try.
Okay. Stage 1, right? No problem. We get 89, we got 89 bonus seconds. We're up to 51 seconds for the next part of the trial. So we got less than a minute for the next stage, and there's 3 of them. Oh wait, we have a different move here? Okay. Rod the Redemption. Why isn't it freaking staggering though? There it goes. That was kind of whack that it didn't stagger through that. Alright. Oops. Okay, who's next? Yeah, we stagger the shit out of them that time. Alright. We managed to do stage 2. What do you know? I was unable to do that on the other one. We'll see what stage 3 brings. He does have those sticky slappers. It's fun. I like that enemy type. Lightning rod and powder. I wonder what abilities we get for this next one. What is this? Judgment bolt on square. Lightning rod. Okay, we'll use lightning rod again. Not the spirits within. Oh, no, no. Fuck. Damn it. No potions.
Let's try.
Nice. He fucked himself up. Alright. Oh, I missed, huh? I need the time, damn it. Fuck. Damn. That's probably doable if I time my abilities a little bit better. We'll try it one more time from the first stage and then call it good after this, and I'll conclude the stream. There we go. With the parry and the stagger. Pretty nice. We tore him up pretty quick. And we got like 30 more seconds this time than we did at the end of last time. Not too bad. Fuck, it missed. God damn it. We're not gonna do this. Damn it. So my mistake was not getting in there right away. I decided I'm going to try my multi-shot move, and that was a dramatic waste of time. When really that multi-shot move is more applicable to this first round. Let's try it. There we go. There we go. go. Oh my god. Targeted the wrong thing. Okay, so yeah, that one worked out. I'm not going to be doing that shot for the next one, though. Okay. So here's what we do. We do this. Do this. That, which killed the shit out of those two losers. There we go. Who's next? There we go. Okay. Pretty nice. We have 3 minutes to complete the last one. Let's go. I was gonna say, we're just gonna let this dude annihilate himself. Who's next? Fuck. Oh.
Nice try.
Yes. Hell yeah. Fuck him up. Wait, there's a stage 4? I don't like that. I thought there was 3. Oh, it was 3. Proceed to the final stage. Boo. It said there was 3. Or was that 2? I don't remember anymore. Judgment Bolt and Thunderstorm. Alright, we'll open up with Thunderstorm, I guess. Don't go away. Nice. Ah.
Nice try.
Ooh, got the stagger on just then. Oh! Should do it. We did a chronolith trial, everybody. We did it. Ooh. 6%. I thought it'd be harder than that, but oh well, it's okay. We had 1:05 left to clear, baby. Let's stay. Want to live here in this neither dimension. Actually, this is a good place to wind up the stream. This is a nice, pretty view. Let's see what we can do in a photo mode real quick. Let's frame up Clive nice and proud. Focus. Focus. No, we're not going to focus. Huh. All right. Let's see here. No. Let's see, maybe a low angle shot. Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. Okay, looks good enough to me, gang.